Building. We in the building. Spooky. Peace, everybody. Peace to the family. On this beautiful Saturn day, you know what I mean? We are here, all right? We are all here. We are alive. It's a Saturday. I'm grateful to be here another day. Salute, honors. Shout out to my mama. Shout out to my dad. Shout out to my ancestors. Shout out to my family. Shout out to my babies. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Bay. And we here. We outside. How long has the YouTube been down? The YouTube been down for about a month. We got a backup channel. If anybody wants the backup channel, put Know the Ledger in the chat and you'll get a link in your DM. Know the Ledger. The same thing like Know the Ledge, but Know the Ledger. You know what I mean? If you know what a ledger is. I had a fire live last night and then my phone, my battery expired and it didn't save the live. So that's another one of those for the record book. Shout out to Soul Society in the building. Shout out to Soul Society. Put it in all caps, matter of fact, guys. This technology is case sensitive. If you have, put it in all caps. Know the Ledger, spelled with the Queen's English. Everything is spelled out the way it sounds. Know the Ledger. Yeah, last night's live was lit. It's one for the record. Hopefully somebody, like, I thought I had stalkers. I thought stalkers would tape everything that you're doing. My stalkers don't even tape my lives. I don't got no friends. Even my stalkers don't tape my lives as a backup. You know how many lit lives I had? That if I had some fucking, if my stalkers wasn't janky, they would have recorded them shits and they'd have had like the best of Red Pill. You know what I mean? The fuck is going on with y'all? You know what I mean? Oh, you know, I'm the lucky one that got the janky stalkers that don't even record his live. So I don't even, it's a lot of shit that I missed out on. Because my fucking stalkers are too busy. I don't know what are they doing. They supposed to be filming my shit. You can't depend on nobody these days, huh? Not even your stalkers. But the live was lit. We was turned up. It was Red Friday, which was supposed to be Black Friday. And I got a pass from the Moors to celebrate Black Friday because that's the only day where the Moors want to be black. Is when your ass is in the black. You know what I'm talking about? It's not a bad thing after all when you think about it. But I launched my new collection. It's a collection that's launched by a brother by the name of Rich Phil, who is an agent to the stars. You know what I'm talking about? Rich Phil got his shit together. And Rich Phil also is a designer. And he put out a collection called 23 for 23, right? Y'all let me know if y'all getting the shit in your inbox. We got to see, you know what I mean? I'm paying for these services. Let's see if the AI is working. Let's see if you putting in, what am I burning? This is CMOS, guys. This is some CMOS. You dig? Yeah. I stopped smoking like Snoop. I'm only doing CMOS. I'm not doing trees right now. They said that they putting Fetty Wap in the trees, so I'm chilling. But I got my own shit though. You know what I'm talking about? I got my own leaf. You know, I got my own leaf. Me and Blue got our own leaf. We in the game, baby. You said a CMOS pack? Look, yeah. Look at this. This is for everybody. And I promise you, I'm gonna get some testimonials, right? This is the difference between a happy relationship. You know, they say happy home, happy wife, happy life. I'm telling you, people don't know how much success, happiness, magic is tied into good sexual performances. You feel me? Like, if your wand is broken, my nigga, you're gonna have a different movie than somebody who got a fully functional Hollywood. You know? I'm just saying. So, yeah, we got that good honey and whatnot on deck. That bedroom book, they sponsoring all of my lives. They the reason why I'm alive right now. You know what I mean? You didn't see the CMOS pack. This is CMOS right here. No, this is honey. I'm not smoking this, brother. This is something totally different. This is the sponsor of today's live. Bedroom Bully Honey by Mighty Healthy. Right? I'm telling all of my brothers and my sisters, get some of this honey. You know what I mean? Hit me up for that honey. You know, get you, we gotta get out. This shit got bladder everything is in here. It got maca in here. You know what I'm talking about? It got Damiana. What's the website? The website is Mighty Healthy. But I got the pack right now. I got about 100 of these. The website is my DM right now. You know? Get you a few of it. If you work in a gas station, a black owned store, or whatever, hit your peoples up. We can make it right for you. Right? We can make it right for you. Hit your peoples up. And if you ready to get your lungs right, and if you tired of smoking that Fetty Wap, you know what I mean? You tired of having, relapses every time you hit the blunt. You tired of seeing the ghost of Bushwick Bill and other people that have crossed over when you smoke that shit from the gas station. Well, then hit me up in my DM. And we will have this delivered, you know what I mean? All the way up to the turkey bag, right? All the way up to the turkey bag. We are officially in business, okay? Red and blue, purple like Prince. These are cross strains. These are two, they came together on their own and created this strain. This happened in the lab organically, for real. A match made in heaven. So yeah, man. One of the most important thing for people who consider themselves smokers, and no one is judging. Nobody is, you should drink tea, and that's not today's conversation. Today's conversation is, if you're inhaling smoke, then you need to know that you're getting it from a proper source. We got all of the lab work. We got the paperwork. We got everything that you need to let you know that you getting some top product. You dig? Yeah, Rapper Weed Island. The legend, right? He got a merch called Rapper's Weed. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to the God. You know what I mean? So anybody that's serious, even if you got a dispensary, hit me up. Shout out to Rapper's Weed. You know what I mean? Hit me up. Yeah, so as for the clothing line, right? We just did a new drop, and the drop is certified fire. Has anybody seen the commercials that I put out with the new clothing, with the new drip, with the new quote unquote offerings that we are sharing through the Mark 125? Let me know in the comment section if you've seen that. You know what I mean? Hold on. What's this? Yeah, Christmas is coming. Y'all make sure y'all behave yourselves. Treat me right. Talk nice to me. And Santa Claus might give you one of, you know what I mean? We might drop some Deli on and some motherfucking Diddy, some love record towels on your ass so you could, you could clean up, you know what I'm saying, after the freak off. Cause I'm not in nobody's bedroom. Shout out to Dwight Howard L out there watching this. I'm not concerned with what none of you niggas is doing in your bedroom, but the CIA is. And last night, that's what we talked about. That the CIA and the FBI, not only do they want to know what you're doing in your bedroom, but in order for them to say that they have data on you, they have to be able to answer all questions related to what is your proclivities, what are your kinks, what do you do in the bedroom, and what gender, with whom. That all is factored in to your psychological profile for the government. So if that's the government standards, then that's everybody's standard. So in media, they want to know who you porking. You know what I mean? In the media, they want to know what it looks like. In the media, they want to know who you sleeping with at what time and shit like that. So I had a great conversation last night, and I really hope that my stalker or my supporters, you know what I mean? They say it's a thin line, had somebody screen recorded that conversation, and y'all will go in my DM and say, hey, Red, I got it. That would be great. I'm manifesting that. I'm affirming that. I'm using affirm.com. So yeah, man. Artists like Sukiyana, artists like Sexy Red, and that's also an invitation for somebody to start recording this one too, because there's no telling what might happen with this. It's almost like, when the police in New York hit the wholesale district and take warehouses of goods. That's lost cloth. You know what I mean? That's cloth that you could have did something with. You could have sent that to a fucking village in the third world, and they would have been dripping in some Egyptian Dior. You know what I'm saying? And some Louis Vuitton. How do you record on here? They got this phone recording apps that people use, screen recording, right? There's something called Loom, and then they got other screen recorders. It's just like a push button. You just press it and it records the screen, all of the audio and whatnot. So back to what I was saying about Sexy Red, Sukiyana, and the artists that basically put their information out on Front Street. Theoretically, what they're doing is they're taking off the mask and they're bringing people inside of their bedrooms, right? Normally in civilization, especially in the Western civilization, because that's where we're from, and this is the words of the CIA. This is not Red Pill's word. This is through research, and this is through admittance of a CIA agent, and it's all researchable. I don't do hyperbole. Right? They say that they studied the three faces of man, right? The three ways that man engages in his waking existence. One is with the public face, right? That's the face, that's the mask, that's the shit that everybody shows the world. That's your government. That's who you are at work. That's you around your coworkers and whatnot. That's that part. That's you code switching, that's you being, the robot, that's you code switching, that's you with that fake white voice, that's you sitting upright and shit at attention. You know what I mean? Like that's just your public face, the face that your mama told you to present to the world when you go outside type shit, right? Then if you somebody that's in a gang, or if you somebody that's in a crew, or if you're somebody that's in some type of organization and they gave you a code name, right? Then your alter ego or your code name is somebody that you would demonstrate in private, right? And this is how, fraternities and secret societies mafias, cartels, and gangs when they really on some gang shit, when it used to be about privacy and used to be about the allure was in the mystery that you didn't know if the person was gang or not. So it was the private face, right? So it's like when you get behind closed doors in a secret society, then that public face, they pull the mask off and it's a private face. They're showing their fangs, right? When you get with a spiritual movement and whatnot, usually behind the doors, boom. When you get in the industry, usually behind the doors, boom. When you get in the gang, usually behind, they got the public face and the private face, right? So in the bedroom, in the everyday people's lives, they got the public face, but then the private faces, they got kinks, right? They like to get tied up. They like to get choked. They like gang banging. You know what I mean? They like DPs. They like freak offs. They have kinks, right? They have, they say they have something called the whole phase. They have something called the experimental phase. They have this thing when women go off to college and whatnot. They start experiment. When men go out of the house and jump off the porch, they start sowing their oats and whatnot. So people, they chase their desires and whatnot. That is your private face, right? Up until now, right? Which is 2020. Well, maybe back in time in like the Roman era, maybe back in time during the Dark Ages. But for a very long time, from what I remember, up until now, people were not necessarily leading with their private face, right? So what hip hop affords us, and just what culture right now affords us, really social media and shit like that, is a new level of voyeurism that we never really had before like that. Yeah, you had people all in your business. Yeah, you had people that were talking about what you were doing, but there was never a time where a motherfucker could just tune in and just watch what you're doing right then and there, right? So the shock factor on the internet and the shock factor in social media and the shock factor in cyberspace is not your public face. Is it because of Christianity? It has it to a degree in a sense. It has more to do with the way that they had society locked in. It was on a cold lockdown. This is just showing you that there's been breakthroughs, that things are unraveling to a degree, although albeit it may be not to the degree that people see it on the surface, but it is what it is. This is simple psychology. This is Sigmund Freud. You know what I mean? This is Edward Bernays. This is simple psychology. This ain't no deep shit. You know what I'm talking about? But Suki Yana, who's a Scorpio, and Sexy Red, and the other hoes and whatnot, the city girls, they're leading with their private face, not their public. So now in public, they're like, fuck it. Look, they're wearing nightgowns in public. They're wearing nightwear in public. They're wearing underwear in public. They're naked in public. They're talking about what they do in private in public. They're doing what they're doing in private in public. So that's stripper culture. That's hoe culture. Then that's porn culture, which has kind of like bleeded over into social media culture and folded over into housewife culture, which like integrated into like black empowerment, women movement culture, right? Which kind of like aligned itself and connected with like thought culture, you know what I'm saying? And then stitched itself to LBGT, alternative lifestyle culture, and then found its way, connected somehow, some way to deaf culture. Do you see all of the nodes and the connections? But now in society, especially in social media, you win when you lead with your private face. Now on the dark web and on the deep web and on OnlyFans, right? And on other places like that, in this age of voyeurism, where people who figured it out, right? Because I'm not here judging nobody. You don't see me, I'm spraying the spray because, I wanted, this is after the post the joint. I'm talking about, you want to lively up yourself. and deal with aromatherapy, but I ain't over here holy watering. I'm not here for that. Richfield just talks the facts. You know what I'm talking about? Richfield is just giving you the numbers, baby. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. It's just what happens. It's just natural human psychology, man. Nothing to get all and you get your panties all in a bunch. But we got to understand sometimes what it is that we're seeing, so we don't take things personally, and we don't start wanting to, react in a sense and in a way and forfeit our energy and give our energy to things that definitely don't deserve it, right? They don't qualify the reaction that they get, But what's taking place in entertainment, right? Because OnlyFans, these links that you click when they be like, yo, if you want to see more, check me out. Or, you might catch the gaze of a beautiful woman scrolling through your timeline and she looks tantalizing, right? She looks inviting. She looks, welcoming. She looks, like you say, I want to know more about her. So you go on her bio and then you click a link and you click the link tree. She's like, hey, check me out. You know what I mean? And, and you click it and then she takes you somewhere off the internet where she's introducing you to her private and her secret self, right? Definitely her private self, right? But for the bonus, you could see her getting nailed, my nigga. You could see her really doing some shit that you're not supposed to see, right? But you're into voyeurism because you're on social media, which is training us to be into everybody's life and to be into everybody's private, not your public, right? The public shit cute. That's cute. Okay, but what's behind the curtain? So people who develop in apps, they're just making curtains and they're branding it OnlyFans. It's just a curtain. So if you create a curtain, it's going to bring people into a secret space where you see people, really doing shit. Remember, if somebody shows you their secret self, the secret is so secret that they are bound to kill you if you found out that secret. People protect their secrets with their lives. People protect secrets with oaths and whatnot. So the secret self is really some shit that government and those surveillance, the people that are into the surveillance industry, they really, they do a lot to capture people's secret self. In government, the state of is it real stays in power, and the state of is it real has an advantage, and it hedges itself against all of its opponents because it has top tier surveillance and spyware, and they have blackmail on their subjects doing what? Exposing their secret self, right? That looks nothing like their public self. Here's the cheat code though, right? This is the cheat code, and this is why the anti-hero wins in this society, especially in the West, right? I don't know about the East. I'm talking about the West. In the West, the anti-hero wins because if I come forward to you in my public face and say I'm a piece of shit, right? Fuck out of here. Fuck you. I'm a piece of shit. I'm not worth following. Fuck everything. You niggas ain't nothing either. How dare you niggas try to judge me? You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of, sock it to my pocket. This what I'm about, nigga. I catch bodies. I spin blocks. I eat food. You know what I mean? I'm a demon. You know what I'm saying? When you see my public, when that's my public face, and you get to see my secret and my private face, I won't fall from grace. It's the people who fall from grace who put on a public face that's completely the opposite of what they are in private, and definitely the polar opposite of what they are in secret. So those who lead in truth, those who lead with with everything the emperor has no clothes. They bare their souls, right? They show their tits to the world, right? They're not afraid. They're not intimidated. They're not hiding. They're not masked up, right? Those people are winning in this reality, whether you judge them or not. So when Sukiyana and them is pushing the porn shit and they're pushing the public, they're pushing the private lifestyle as the public face, and they're being rewarded for that, it's just showing you that they are creating some type of covering over themselves. They're creating some type of whether you see it or not, it's still a protection. It's still a propelling. It's still them skipping the line and saying, thank you, watch out. Let me get through the VIP. Oh, nah, y'all come right in. You bitches are being yourselves. Y'all not trying to hide nothing. You know what I'm talking about? Like, yeah, you know, you can't take them down. It's hard. It's going to be harder to take a person down like that than it is to take down. Look how they took down P. Diddy, because instead of him going on Jimmy Kimmel and when he was around the white folks, kikiing and whatnot, he should have just always showed his fangs. Like, fuck it. We saw it. We saw glimpses of it on Making a Band. Just be the villain all day. Don't do the fake voice. Don't do the fake smiling when you do photo shoots. You know what I mean? Don't do none of that. Don't lie to these niggas. Just be straightforward. Look, I'm the Joker. This is who I am. You know what I mean? Fuck everybody. It's up. If you niggas ain't with it, we rolling on you. People respect that more. But here it is. You doing fake, I'm missing you and all of that. Come to find out, you had something to do with the nigga missing. Come on, fam. You know what I mean? Come to find out, whole time, you had something to do with the nigga missing. And you say you was missing him. You know what I mean? Like, that's some real Scorpion shit, bro. It take one Scorpio to know it. It take one to know one, right? Like, I don't know if y'all understand the lengths that this sign goes to, bro. But they take it there. You know what I'm talking about? They take it there. He's in his full Scorpion bag, bro. This nigga was in the corner getting right while his shorty was getting bang.com, right? Shit is crazy. And he out here selling you niggas spirits and liquor. Come on, fam. Look, I got this shit right here. Like I said, there's nothing more divine than an erect phallus. You know what I mean? There's nothing more godlike than a motherfucking a soldier standing at attention. You know what I'm talking about? It starts right there. That's the jet pillar. You know what I mean? Y'all need to tap in with me and get right. The jealous God and the angry God is the one with the broken wand. Tap in. You know what I mean? Tap in. The holidays is here. It's Black Friday and whatnot. Ladies, blow a bag on me. Treat this shit like a Birkin. You know what I'm talking about? Spend shoe money on these products. I got a whole store-wide sale on the Mart 125. I got 3 different brands up there. Kings County, Soldier Culture, and KTL merch and whatnot. Come and blow a bag on your peoples. Matter of fact, I got 44% off the whole store right now. If y'all want to get that code, all y'all got to do is press KNGZ and then put that in the chat. KNGZ, all caps. KNGZ. And you'll get your link. And you could go shopping with your people. KNGZ. I got a sale all the way up into Cyber Monday. Right? All the way up into Cyber Monday. We got pieces, we got merch, we got a whole collection. We got drip for the family. I'm back. Rich Phil is back in business. He's back on his apparel. He's about to clear about a few million this year and then headed to $1 billion. Lucky's STD. Yes, I am interested in your design. Yeah. I like a New York design. Put it in the inbox and let me see what the design is hitting for. Yeah, that KNGZ. You'll be highly impressed by this new collection. For the people that already bought some stuff from the collection, I appreciate y'all. Salute, honors. Make sure y'all send me some high definition pictures when you in the drip. I'm going to put it on the wall of fame, right? The Mark 125th is a super mall. It's paying homage to the super mall, the all-black mall in Harlem called the Mark 125th, that we actually used to be in front of for 15 years selling our clothes, Kings County, and doing the YouTube videos for Know the Ledge, KTL, Black News 102, House of Consciousness, and many other iconic brands. That was right there in front of the Mark 125th. So now I have the online super mall, and I'm carrying all melanated God body brands, right? And we got the drip, you know what I'm saying? And we up. And I want y'all to, I need y'all. Uniformity is in your uniform. We all need to be rocking the same stuff. Uniformity is in your uniform. And I make clothing for gods and goddesses. Facts. You know what I'm talking about? Facts. I was the one that started that. And it's not me tooting my horn. This is just me beating on my drums. Yeah, we started that right in Harlem, 2005, Kings County. We got new music coming as well. The name of the album, this is what I'm going to do, right? Can I vote for the name of the album? It's a mixtape, as a matter of fact. It's a mixtape. It's not an album. It's a mixtape. I want y'all to help me with this. We got two options, right? This is Test A, Test B, right? The new project. This is featuring me and Blue Pill, right? So this is basically the precursor to what we got as an offering, an art project, an art offering is coming, right? Very, very soon. The first 48, right? The first 48, because the Mandem is 48. Or the pills got something to say. The same way that Andre 3000 said, the South got something to say. So the first 48 or the pills got something to say. Let the voting start now. Did I do a poll? Y'all are actually the first ones that I'm sharing this with. So, the pleasure is on y'all. See, I got 3 pills got something to say back to back. That's the universe talking Swahili to me. The first 48 sounds harsh. Right. Something to say. Right. Okay. Pills got something to say. Okay, I guess that's what it is. I don't even need to. I'm one of those people. You feel me? I'm not that difficult. If 4 people back to back say the same thing, then the first 48 is a song. That just could be a song. The pills got something to say. That's the joint. That's it right there. I actually am giving the opportunity for a melanated artist, right? Somebody in our community, one of our graphic artists, one of our, shining lights, to collaborate and do the album cover, right? Let's work. If you're on my live, go in my DM and talk black to me. And we're gonna connect with you. I got the idea already. I already got the concept. I already got the idea. I'm just ready to get in touch with somebody who could take that idea, either prompt it, you know what I mean? I ain't against AI art, but yeah, the pillars got something to say, you know. But I think it's a no-brainer. I think it's a unanimous degree that's resonating better with the folks. And I agree too. That was the initial concept, you know. It was said that there was a small window on that, but I don't agree. I think that the initial idea that's the vision that I have, and everybody seems to share that vision. Andre 3000 on the stage at the Source Awards, accepting the award. I'm not even putting my face on him. It's just Andre. I'm not touching that. I got him on stage and he's saying the pills got something to say, because me and him are the same age, right? I didn't even know that at first, but Red, Blue, and Andre 3000 are the same age. And please, we need to stop this whole thing about being ashamed of getting up the fucking ladder. Like, what the fuck? Like, when is that gonna stop? I'm here to let you know that you have no idea. It's almost like, you know how people work mad long to get benefits? There are benefits to these cycles. There's benefits you get bonuses as you get, quote unquote, what they call older, right? It comes in many forms, mostly spiritual, you know, and mental, you know, but you have to maintain yourself. You have to upkeep yourself. Remember, the new wealth is health. Optimal wealth is health. And I'm talking about a healthy mind, a healthy wean, you feel me? A healthy gut biome, you feel me? A healthy brain. You gotta be healthy, bro. That's what matters. That should lead in front of every fucking thing that you do. Is the number one resource is your optimum health. That is top optimum wealth. That money shit is not it. Don't fall for the matrix. That is the grand illusion. That is the quote unquote. That's the fucking matrix. That's the spell. One of the most profound lessons of 2024 that the universe taught us was the billboard, the face of money over consciousness, or money over spirituality, or materialism over everything. They had archetypes that were the face of that. When those faces went down, then that was the universe telling you that program is defunct. That shit fell. It is over with. You have to lead with something else. Yes, you could get to the bag, but that bag shit is overrated. The bag is going to come. Fame is overrated. Being famous is overrated. Having millions of people fucking knowing your face, that's overrated. You don't want people to know. You don't want everybody to know you. I promise you, take it from somebody who has noticed a lot of places that I go. I know famous people, and I know of famous people, but I don't know a lot of people personally that everywhere that they go, people recognize them, like me and Blue. Like, that's not something that everybody should aspire for. Like, the real power is in not knowing where everybody don't know who you are. And being so rare as a diamond that when you do pop out, you fuck shit up. This social media thing, this wanting people to voyeurism, wanting the gaze of everybody. This has really rewired the minds of people in my age demographics, a little bit older than me. And God the children, the little ones, the ones that are literally born into their first 7 years are being wired into this digital quote unquote matrix, but the adults are not giving them the proper tools to disseminate and to basically decipher what they're actually experiencing. And their brains are being rewired and realigned and whatnot into the machine matrix. You know what I mean? But check this out. That public, that private, and that secret face thing is a deep conversation that we are going to explore much more further in much more depth. I'm fleshing it out, but I promise you, it has levels and layers to it. It has levels and it has layers to it. It gives a lot of explaining, and it gives a lot of quote unquote context to the things that you are experiencing and why you are repulsed and why you're turned away and why you're like the abomination. I can't believe it. You know, when people are walking around showing you their derriere and their underwear and stuff like that, that's almost like that borderline. That's that threshold right there between public and private face. A nigga showing you his drawers, bro. The print, his ass. You know what I mean? Like, you don't fart, my nigga. I can show you my drawers if I'm a constant farter, nigga. Like, I wouldn't even feel confident like that. So this younger generation who they tapped into everything, everywhere, all at once. They have phones and they saw the world. They saw the dark web. They saw the underpinnings of what society has hidden and whatnot. They saw people's private and secret life, right? They saw people's private and secret life and whatnot. You know, the one of the biggest stars on TV, Kim Kardashian, people saw her getting they saw her getting her box beat up and whatnot. The stars of yesterday and the stars of of before and whatnot. To my understanding, you know what I mean? I don't know if Dorothy Dangerous and Lena Horne and them had some tapes out there. But from what I know, they didn't. And there's people that are famous today. I don't even know if Marilyn Monroe. I know that they had some pictures floating around of her breasts being exposed, but I don't know if they had video of her getting served balls deep. You know what I mean? But there's stars of today. You were into their private lives. I don't know what Kim Kardashian's secret life is. Her secret life could be some whole nother shit. It could be some whole nother shit. It could be the witches of Eastwick. It could be the Maria Abrakovich. It could be her. She could be a spirit cooker. They could be dealing with adrenochrome. It could be some whole nother shit, bruh. If she leaves her private life is on Front Street, imagine what the fuck her vault is. What is in her secret life? Right? So when they say that there's veils to be lifted, and when they say that there's layers, and when they say all of that shit, that's what that means. So we are now into P. Diddy's, we're on the border of his secrets. We're knocking on his secrets, right? Niggas is all up in his private, right? So symbolically speaking, the way that the spirit realm works, or the way that this life works, this is how it works on this holographic universe, right? It's almost like in the movies where you see people rush in the kingdom and they rush the gates. We rush the gates into his life. Those gates are down. His immunity is down. So everybody, it's not like the lawsuits are popping out. We're just into his secret room. We're in his secret life. We have invaded into that. His mask of his secret self has been exposed. So it's not that everybody is filing lawsuits all of a sudden. Don't look at that. That's looking at it from a human level. That's looking at it like an ant. You're not giving it its rightful context. It's all falling down. It's all coming about because you're in it. You're inside of his secret realm, or his secret life, or his chamber of secrets, right? Or no. The chain is private. You're not in his secrets yet, really. You just read some shit. You didn't see it. You didn't see it. You didn't hear him talking about the Tupac shit. You didn't get, when you hear it and when you see it, like if a tape leaks on a nigga, then you're in more of his deeper private. But imagine what his secrets are. You understand how, that's why you understand how rich Data is, right? Remember Inception. What was he trying to get? The secrets. 3 levels, right? Right? So there's 3 levels in Inception. There's the public, there's the private, there's the secret. There's the conscious, there's the subconscious, there's the superconscious, right? It's all at a play. If you study this and you master this, you got a cheat code. If you study this and you master this, you master part of the game. If you study this and you master this, you with the masters. If you study this and you master this, they can't master you. You understand? Don't be such a thinker and a doer that you're not a knower, right? Study your enemies. And nigga, you got enemies. You know what I mean? You have your inner me and you got enemies. Put KNGZ if y'all want this drip. Because, yeah, this cloth talk, it also comes with some cloth. KNGZ in all caps. The only time that I'm on this internet capping is when I need the promo code. KNGZ. And we got 44% off of all purchases over $100 up until Monday. The whole store. 44% off with the promo code KNGZ when you coming out of, when you on checkout. KNGZ, which is short for Kings County. KNGZ. That's the rebranding of the new clothing line. And also the Mark 125th is the superstore in the marketplace for all of the new brands that we have in our network. I don't want to know people's secret life. I don't want to know people's private life. Me personally, I don't want to know it, but there's millions and almost billions of people that want to know it. People want to know your proclivities. They want to see the 3 Fs. They want to see you fight, fucking fornicate. Or no, fight, fucking feast. They want to see how you eat. That's why the eating videos are big. They want to see how you fuck. That's why porn is so big. They want to see how you fight. That's why fighting is big. That's why knockout videos were big. That's why World Stars big. That's why the girls fighting and scratching like wild orangutans is big. That's why knockout videos are big. That's why Kimbo Slice was big. That's why UFC is big. That's why WWE and WWF is big. That's why rap beefs are big. That's why drill music is big. They want to see fight, fucking, and feast and whatnot. Whenever there's a sex tape that's leaking, it goes viral because people want to see what you're working with and whatnot. When women started doing OnlyFans and they invited men and men too as well. You know, shout out to Magic Mike and them niggas. When they started doing that and they invited people into the life to see what it's really about, people ran to that because you can't unvoyeurism the voyeurism generation. Like, it's too late. People have been they've been groomed, they've been seeded, and they grew up in this motherfucking matrix like that. Right? So if you are in what I call the art of war, if you are in business, right? Because business is war. If you're in what is called the art of warfare, you have to study your enemy. If you conduct warfare, you got to be able to know everything about your enemy. If you identify business as warfare, then you got to know who your competition is, and your competition becomes your motherfucking, your competition, right? And then you have to study that. All data, right? All data in business and in warfare and in leisure and in commerce, all data is applicable. So you could play around with it if you want. That's not how the data, that's not how these $1 trillion companies are moving. That's not how businesses are moving. That's not how your brands that are going up against you. You got people on your heels. Yeah, people are just using their metrics a little bit different. They want to know all of the analytics. You know what I mean? They want to know it all. So they want to know your habits. They want to sell to you. They want to solicit your quote unquote energy. They want to solicit the few dollars that you have. They want your lunch money. They want your energy. They want your approval. They want your support. And the archons and the Luciferians, they want to feast on your spirit and your soul. That's what they want to do. And that's exactly what they do. They harvest you, right? They harvest you. And it's harvest season. You know what I'm talking about? And it's harvest season. So you have to take your power back. You know what I mean? And the best way to take that shit back is to take it and do something with it. And the best way to take it and do something with it is just to create something. You just gotta, once you create and you solidify something and you basically put lightning in a bottle or you crystallize an experience, this is an experience that you could always go back to. It's like a timestamp, but it's a gem because it's a time capsule, and it's a gem because when you capture lightning in a bottle, right, you can modify, you commemorate, you consolidate, and you crystallize all of the problems, all of the issues of that moment, all of the pain of that moment, all of the grief of that moment, and then you just capture it. You can monetize it if you want. You could turn it into a product, or you could put that bitch on your altar, whatever it is. But, and I'm talking about painting, making a painting, right? Creating a song, creating a clothing line, utilizing the imagery of that moment or what that time was, you know, just capturing all of all of the time, because time is to be captured. Time is fleeting and whatnot. You know what I mean? What would just happen a minute ago will never happen again. You know what I mean? Even though time is centrifugal, you know, time is fleeting. So it's about capturing time. That's why as an artist, I'm working arduously in the year of 2023, creating as much art as I could create, utilizing my time as wisely as I could use it, writing as much poetry, writing as much rhymes, recording as much songs, making as much designs and whatnot, making as much lectures, creating as much courses and whatnot, because 2023 is such a magical year that this year is going to pay me in 2030 all of the work that I put in 2023 by creating digital assets, by creating intellectual property and whatnot, by creating all of the shows that I did, the podcasts that I did, recording my podcast in 8K so it will be able to be transferred into virtual reality and all of these things, and it don't look janky 5 years from now or 4 years from now, so somebody could look at it on the Meta glasses or the Vision Pros or the Oculus and whatnot. Put in the work right now. If shit is going crazy, rap about it. If things are going on, make a song about it. Make a painting about it. If there's an artist, if this nigga Dre got you bugging with the flute, take a picture of you with the flute, then paint that picture of you with the flute and just, you know, either sell it or hold it. But I promise you, because time is moving so fast, that you're going to look back and be like, yo, I was doing it up in 2023. You might be on something completely, you know, different. And then you're able to capture, you're in your butterfly phase where you're transforming. You just started trying out mushrooms and stuff like that. You were supposed to be cataloging, indexing, and creating intellectual property off of all of those steps that you're taking. That's the cheat code. That's the clue right there. I could sell that as a $999 course. Facts. Facts. I'm going to package that up, clean it up, polish it, put it in modules, and give it to y'all in a way that you could really do something with it. Because it sounds like it's simple, you know what I mean? Easier said than done. But theoretically, when you look at the framework of a building, from the most elaborate house to the most shabbiest and whatnot, it's all the same framework. And it's you know what I mean? It's really mad. So we should be creating collectively. We should be creating individually. We should be building content houses. Where are your content houses? Where's your set designers in this community? Why are you not in the realities that you speak of? Where's your green screen designers? Why are you not in Al-Kibalon? Why are you not in Sirius B? Why are you not in Ancient Kemet? You know what I mean? Where's your volumetric screens and whatnot? Why are you not doing it in 8K with the black magic and the red camera? You know, I'm going to ask questions like that to the community and to the network, because there's people out there that know what I'm talking about. And there's a majority that don't. But for my film people, my videographers, y'all know what I'm talking about. You know, we not going to play crazy and whatnot. It's y'all duty to play your position. Why y'all not bringing us into studios and shooting high quality, behind volumetric? Why y'all not bringing our ideas to life, our stories, our lessons, our books and whatnot, our screenplays, our scripts, our biographies, our documentaries? Where is that assistance? Where is that resource? Rich Phil would like to know. Where's that collaboration? Because it ain't a help thing. Once again, I don't do charity. I don't do donations. And I don't do help. I do investment. I do venture capitalism. Right? And I do equity only. You know what I'm talking about? I don't even know what that other shit is. But that's something that would change everything in the right direction. And people could ignore it, and it's all good, because it will be ignored because it's a little bit ahead of its time. But ultimately, when we arrive to this solution as a collective, we're going to collectively see the benefits of it. This is a paper game and it's a numbers game. Get your credit up, get us some investment groups, get us our credit up, and then get our numbers up. Move 100 deep, move 1,000 deep. You know what I mean? I got opportunity. Richfield got opportunities in MLMs. Richfield got opportunities in all kind of day trading and in all kind of things. You know what I mean? It's the numbers and it's the paper, right? It's not, like I said, I was at trade shows this whole year. They were not asking me about how much money I had in the bank. They didn't care about that. They were not all into my bank statements. They wanted to know what my credit score was. That is all they wanted to know. Talk Bitcoin. Theoretically, we talked Bitcoin in 2015. So in 2015 and in 2016 and in 2013 on Blog Talk Radio, we talked Bitcoin. So when we were talking Bitcoin, it was essential. Talking Bitcoin right now gives people ulcers and it turns people off because it sounds like I might be bragging because they're late to the party. When that conversation was beneficial, we were having it. And for the people who benefited off of it, they know what I'm talking about, right? Because everything is about timing. So that timing to talk about Bitcoin is still here. We are still here. But the real timing, when it was 300 and it was 1,000 and whatnot, is it bad to buy now? No. I take all my money that I have on Cash App and I just convert it to Bitcoins just because, and I just forget about it because more money comes in. So I'm always utilizing Bitcoin because that's the currency of the future. That's the asset of the future. But people will get turned off and they become resentful because they didn't listen to me right? Once again, it's about listening. It's about trusting. It's about listening. And it's about timing. I got some people who I'm their best friend and I'm a legend in their household. Then I got some people where I'm a villain in their household, right? Because they paint me in that. I don't know why, but I'm a villain, you know? Because they don't want to listen, you know? And when they miss, when I keep hitting shit, when we keep giving them classes that will prepare them. We did a class with Chicago Crypto about crypto months ago. Now look at what crypto was doing. I mean, yeah, not a villain, but you know, I got an inbox. Shorty was like, yo, my man, you know what I mean? I can't play you around him and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, nigga hating. You know what I'm talking about? You know, I'm thinking billing. I'm skimming billing. I don't know what I did. You know? So, but what I do know is that I'm giving out real information that will level you up and change things for the better. And 8 times out of 10, I'm just giving it to you. I'm not even attaching nothing to it. I'm not even saying, yo, on the back end, son. On the back end, finesse 2 times on the back end. I'm not even, let me get the trade line. I'm not even attaching myself like a trade line to a nigga. I'm not even leeching on to nobody. You know what I mean? There's no kickback or nothing. It's just a straight fucking shot. Straight touchdown. That's what I give. Straight touchdown. You good. Go ahead. Do your dance. You know what I mean? My shit is on my spiritual bank account. My direct deposit somewhere. I don't even want your fiat. So I play in my part. I'm giving people the right information in the right time. The same way that I came into this community and for the whole year, I was preaching about AI. Get it, learn it, master it. It's yours. It's sweet. Nigga, it's up. And I say a year later in November, a year after the first AI, the open AI ChatGPT revolution 2.0. Although you're hearing a lot of chitter chatter, and rumblings about what they fear, right? False evidence appearing real. What they fear, right? Because they got you in fear, right? They always talk about something that you can't see, right? From the Jabberwocky all the way down to the fucking, to the people that's coming over here to come and get you. Always fear campaigns about what you can't see nor prove, right? So they had your ass in fear about AI coming to destroy shit. But how many funerals have we been to, the AI just willingly caused on their own? Like, I'm talking about AI woke up and just start mass shootings and whatnot. We're almost at 600 mass shootings, and none of them were AI related. Right? None of them were AI related. There was mass shootings all up and down the borders of America. And none of them were quote unquote AI related. I didn't hear about no kidnappings caused by AI. I didn't hear about no fire started by AI. I didn't hear about no mass, none of that. But the overdoses is still up. The fentanyl is killing niggas. This shit tastes good. There's all this crazy shit going on. And people is out here getting rich. And people are out here being prosperous. And people are getting to, utilize the AI as an assistant and as a co-pilot, and they knocking out more projects. they're becoming more resourceful. There's a few millionaires on my team who basically came up using AI to get a bag. So I was trying to help people. We did a workshop. Almost 1,000 people pulled up, and they benefited off of that workshop. And people went ahead and started businesses. They wrote books. They started toy lines. They got children's books. They got clothing lines. All kind of shit. I'm in the Invest Fest. I run into somebody from the UK. He got the whole clothing line lit. He like, yeah, I got this idea off of the fucking workshop. So that's all I'm concerned with. If the advice is being taken and utilized, that's where the magic is. So I want to say thank everybody for making me more magical, because when you take the information and you apply it and then you create something out of nothing, that just elevates and that strengthens me, and that makes me, you know, and that charges my quote unquote batteries, and that's a direct deposit in my spiritual bank account. Somebody is keeping score. You know what I mean? There's an angelic blockchain out there in a ledger that's definitely keeping score. I came to the conclusion the other night, and it's interesting that I posted a video about Andre 3000 saying that, you know, fame is a curse. It's overrated. It is a double-edged sword. It's definitely something that could be you know, adored. You know, it's definitely something that I'm sure that every single person at one time in their life, they're like, I just want to see what that feels like when Michael Jackson went outside of his hotel and people was just fainting and there was a sea of people yelling and screaming. Like, you know, they have us like that sometimes. But fame is the downfall, and fame is a drug, and fame is directly tied into what people always allude to as smoke and mirrors and the illusion, right? So it's a quote unquote blind. It's a blind. It's the trick door. It's the trick bag, right? It's never something worth trading anything that's worth value for. And with the social media, the rise of this TikTok social media macro influencer culture is doing, it got people doing a lot of things strange for a piece of fame, you know? And people will sabotage you, they'll wish death on you, they will be callous towards you because they feel that you got more fame than them. And I'm like, yo, before you want to walk in somebody's shoes and feel jealous about the shoes that they have, you don't know if this person has a broken foot. You don't know if this person has corns and whatnot. You don't know if his fucking shoes are too tight. You don't know what these people be going through. Live your life and, you know, deal with your path and whatnot, and go your route. You know, and go your route. Because nobody can do what the fuck you do, and you damn sure can't do what nobody else can do. That's a fact. You know what I'm talking about? That's a fact. You can mimic man, but you can never be him. You can only be self. And social media has us thinking that we could be somebody else. That look, the whole thing about Revenge of the Clones, it's the clone mentality. It's not necessarily human clones. It's the ideas and the concepts that social media has given everybody to make everybody want to clone other people. Yeah, I know Red Pill, my page has a cloning issue, or a cloning and a spamming issue. But theoretically, when they started giving you a button that says follow, they started clone society, or a clone mind state. We are all clones of one another. We are all encouraged to be in clone minds, or clones of what we perceive to be as somebody with more followers, or somebody that's more lit, or somebody that's viral, and all of these other things. It's all early stage cloning. You know how many fucking red pill clones I ran across? You know what I mean? The sunglasses, the fucking drip, my nigga. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? The catchphrases. Yeah, there's a lot of cloning that takes place on the internet. And people will gumbo their favorite, personalities who they live vicariously through, who they find qualities within these personalities that either they identify that they have within themselves, or they have personality traits that these people have a deficit of, so they adapt them and apply them to their made-up persona. Man has 99 attributes. Allah has 99 attributes. Man could become thousands of personas. Remember the movie Split? Oh yeah, and the rings too. And the fucking, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of this shit right here was trademarked at one point. But I guess the trademark expired because they damn sure ran with the cloth. The shit looked like them videos when them little niggas is running out the store with all that cloth. But rightfully so, you know what I'm saying? If you wasn't great, then you wouldn't be cloned. You wouldn't face cloning and whatnot. But even the comedians on Instagram, they're clones of other comedians. The Instagram personalities, they're clones. Even a lot of these glam girls and whatnot, they're clones of Kim Kardashian. You know what I mean? There's clones of like fucking Amber Rose out there. You know what I mean? Like, this is a clone society. There's a million duck lips. They have that fucking. There's fucking Britney Spears clones running around, running out of meth labs right now, going live. Revenge of the clone. We're in a clone society. And it is what it is. And we're also in a society where people's secret life is being put on Front Street. They're leading with that. They're like, yo, I'm a killer. I kill niggas. What's up? Follow me. Follow me. Amber isn't even Amber anymore. I don't know what happened to her ass. So, as we go down this rabbit hole, it's Saturday Night Live, and we go down this rabbit hole of what you're being exposed to, right? Because once again, the veils are being lifted up, and we're all walking down the wall of mirrors into the private life, right? We've gone so down far this sunken place, wormhole, that we went past the public face, right? Like when you on shrooms and whatnot. I'm eating edible shrooms. Like when you on shrooms, depending on the dosage that you take, it's like you'll go from a private realm, a public realm, into a private realm. And if you go through enough doors, you go into a secret realm, right? Like Inception, right? They went all the way down into the furthest realms of the secrets where they implanted the ideas. Okay? So, in this Diddy shit, right? You are being shown, when you read the lawsuit, right? Like the lawsuit from Cassie, that was the script. That was the that's the evidence in the court case when you put the industry on trial to say, yo, this whole shit going all the way back from literally Bambaataa, right? Unfortunately, but literally all the way back to Bronx River where they shot Hassan Campbell the other day, right? Coincidentally, and he was tying his case to the Diddy case, right? Look at the synchronicity and look at the throughway. So it started all the way back in the inception. So we put in hip hop on trial, right? Hip Hop Inc. versus Higher Infinite Power Healing Our People, right? Boom. It's a case in front of the Galactical Federation, right? So, evidence number one, the Cassie fucking court documents, bro. Crazy. Yeah, you should have a shaman with you when you do the shrooms the first time. When you become familiar with it, then you have a friend or something. But definitely go to these shamans. Stop skipping the line. You know, I'm just saying to everybody, stop doing shit out of ceremonial practice and doing it leisurely. That's not how you do it. Y'all are having the worst experiences and y'all are trying to skip the line and whatnot. But it's like y'all jumping off the building before you get somebody, a parachute person, to jump with you. You know? Breaking a 48-hour fast, I would eat some fruits. Whatever fruits you like, I would eat some fruits. I would eat light. Not no heavy shit, not no starch. You know what I mean? None of that. I would just go right to the fruits. So when you read the Cassie lawsuit, y'all, the shit is crazy, bro. The shit is crazy, bro. It's the strongest evidence that I might have seen in a very long time that points to the industry, you know, really being on some old eyes wide shut, spirit cooking. You know the video that Kanye had where everybody was in the same bed? Like, you know, Caligula type shit. Right? Yeah, who wanna go to Tulum with me for a shroom trip and to try the sacred toad medicine, the Bufu, so we could wake up smoking with Khufu. If anybody would love to go to Tulum with me, let me know by responding Tulum. You feel me? So I could just take a toll and I could see if I have a response and start putting that trip together, because I'm with that right there. Like I'm with that you know, that's giving yeah. You know, that's giving yeah. You know, we'll be amongst the shamans, so I don't have to get anxiety because I'm not going to be babysitting nobody. I can absolve myself because there will be masters at hand. I could just sit back and experience and I'm not anticipating anything. You dig? I'm going to just be open for whatever is experiencing me. But yeah, Tulum, my genius is Tulum. I went to Cozumel in 2012. I went to Cozumel. I didn't do Tulum. I was supposed to go to Tulum like 3 times. But it needs to happen. It's calling me, as a matter of fact. You feel me? It's really been calling, so I'm saying. Instead of Tulum, y'all should be, if y'all want to do Tulum, sign up to the Patreon. Sign up to the Patreon. That's the best way to be in you know, doing whatever we doing. It'll always go through the Patreon first and foremost. You smell me? You know. So I think if you put Rich Phil, if you put Rich Phil in capitals, Rich Phil, it'll send you the link for the Patreon. Rich Phil. You feel me? Because then you sign up and we really start talking about putting that together. I could get us the best, I could get us a package deal. I got plugs with travel. We should go twice a year. Theoretically, we should go every quarter. And for it more intense, we should go twice a quarter. It's too much going on in the world to go and get some damn ceremonies in twice a year. I'm saying twice a quarter if shit really has to go like that, but definitely once a quarter. There's 4 quarters in a year. Tulum or somewhere mystical needs to be the quote-unquote meetup. That should be a requirement. That should be the new, because we do festivals like that and we do like conferences. But where's the elevation? We grown folk. I'm a grown ass God. You know what I'm talking about? I'm good with the festivals. Like I've been doing that repetitiously for about a dub for 20 years. Where is the level up? Where are we gonna go to alkalize the algorithm? Because I don't want to go in. All of the festivals and all of the conferences, they're all dealing with fiat and they're all commercial marketplaces. I don't want to go into a marketplace with my people all the time. All the time. Let me rephrase that. I love being in the marketplace. I think we need to be in the marketplaces more with each other, but there needs to be a time where it's not marketplace based. You know, it's not anything that you pay for, anything that you need. I don't want you to go in your pocket at this event. This should be like Uber and Airbnb experiences. The Uber experience means you don't have to go in your pocket and pay for anything. It's a prepaid business model, right? That they built algorithms around. It's a multi-billion-dollar business model. Airbnb, when you go to the desk of a counter of a hotel before you check in, you got to give them your card. They got to put a hold on your card. You got to get your keys when your family sits in the car. You're reminded about how much you had to pay to sleep somewhere that night, right? The flip side of that, where they bring more convenience in this new world that we're living in, right? This SaaS-driven world. Talk that SaaS. In this SaaS-driven world, they freaked. They said, you pay ahead of time, right? And all accommodations are basically there for you. You get a key, you get the code, you get the house, you get the room, you get taken care of, and then boom. And then you good. You never have to go in your pocket. And you in Uber, you don't have to pay the dude when you get out the cab. You don't got to pay the dude when you get in the cab. You don't got to flag the cab down. You don't got to give him a tip. You don't got to search for fucking change and lose coins in the seat. You just hop in and hop out. So at the retreat, you going to hop in and you going to hop out. Whatever you paid for initially, you don't got to go in your pocket. You don't got to buy nothing. You should be able to go into a room where there's vendors in there and you could take anything that you want and put it in a bag and walk out. That's what I'm talking about. That experience where it's all you can eat. Just don't be coming in there eating fur burgers. No judgment. I'm just saying. Let's just keep it. And I'm just stopping. You see, I be trying to stay serious, Rich Bill, trying to talk to y'all, and the red pill cat, he just comes with stupid shit. But all you can eat, vegan food, smoothies on deck. Like, you don't gotta go in your pocket. Like, I remember going on a cruise and whatnot, and I had like a card and whatnot, and I ain't had to pay. It had an all you can eat bar. You feel me? I was there with a shorty and whatnot, with my daughter's mother. You know what I mean? So I'm eating up a storm. I'm going to burn it off. Then I'm coming back. I'm eating up a burn it off. Coming back. You know what I mean? Like, it was convenience. It was convenient for me. So we want an event where you don't got to go in your pocket. You don't have to buy a $30 plate of food or $40 when you get something to drink. And you know what I mean? Everything is provided for you through your initial ticket. It's an accommodating trip. You don't have to worry about if somebody is like, yo, we doing massages, we doing $1 a minute. You don't got to cheat yourself and be like, all right, give me an 8.5 minute massage. You love the cruises that are all inclusive? Yeah. So this experience is all inclusive, right? An all inclusive experience, a retreat with plant-based medicine, massage, sound bowl therapy, all of these things that deal with the healing modalities are prepared and available because people need healing, right? Shout out to Andre 3000 for reading the room and knowing the assignment. People need healing going into 2024. For all of my healers out there and all of the health practitioners and everybody that's in health and wellness, people need healing. Richfield, we have opportunities and we're pivoting very heavy into health, wellness, biometrics, you know what I mean? Biotech, the Fitbit and all of that other stuff where you are able to monitor your heart rate, your dream state, all of that shit. We're getting very deep into real God body technology, techniques, and regiments. We're taking this shit super serious. So yeah, that part. I'm not gonna be here for long. One more again before we get out of here. For anybody that wants to get the links for the new clothing, KNGZ, in the comments, KNGZ, and you will get a DM and whatnot. You should get a DM. Okay? And then Rich Phil as well. Rich Phil. KNGZ. Let me see. Yeah, so I got some things that I'm about to go handle. We got a pop-up at the New Black Wall Street and whatnot. Shout out to Star Status. We got a pop-up at the New Black Wall Street. Yeah, so we got the deal for the Richfield collection at the mark125.com from all the way up into Monday. At KTL University, we got half off the whole store, which is almost 100 different titles of lectures, ebooks, and other digital assets that we have on the store. That's half off and whatnot, KTLUniversity.com. So yeah, that part. We got class tomorrow, guys. All of my 40 AI and the Mule students. I look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow on Zoom. My Patreons, my KT Aliens, love and light. Thank y'all all for y'all support. Peace, love, and light to the family. If you don't get the inbox, go to my link tree. Click on my link in my bio and go right to the mark125.com. You know what I mean? It take you right there, bring you right back to Instagram. You good, you know what I mean? So you could go to either the link in the bio or you could put KNGZ in the chat in all caps. And you'll get that. Thank you all of my everybody that helped me with this collection. You know, all of my consultation, the designers, the manufacturers, everybody that was behind this. This was a big project, and we just gonna keep turning it up. We're just gonna keep turning out more shit, new merch, new music, a lot of things coming true. Okay, so with that being said, peace, love, and light. Y'all stay dangerous. All right, 1.